Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk, and welcome to Digital Champions, where we speak to the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is the lovely Holly Hingle. Holly, thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Charlene. I'm happy to be here.
You've got my dream hair, girl. I'm not going to lie. It's fabulous. Hair envy over here. All right, well, let's
You
get
got a
to it.
lot more in the back.
I'm loving it. I got nothing. All right. So let's get right to your Click Here Digital, which I love the name. It says it all. It's so on brand. So talk to us about what you do there and what you offer your clientele.
Awesome. Well, I am EVP of Partnerships and Operations. So I wear many hats over here, very connected to every single product we offer. But long story short, we do everything digital. So we are programmatic experts. We have connected TV, direct buys, SEO, paid search, social, YouTube, display and video, you name it, we do it.
Share a little bit more about the connected TV because I looked at when I was on your website, I saw quite a few offerings for that. And we talked to a lot of digital marketing companies, but not everybody offers that service. So can you break that down a little bit, what it takes to do that and the benefits of, I mean, I've seen it while I'm watching TV, but kind of pull the curtain back and tell us how that works.
Yeah, absolutely. So today, more than half of people do not have a cable subscription. So it's in marketers' best interest and advertisers' best interest to really migrate towards the streaming TV, OTT platforms. It's one of the fastest growing digital channels there is. And it's a way to get in front of audiences that you formerly couldn't reach with cable. So I love the data we're able to get. We have capabilities through Amazon where we can actually even match back people who have seen your ad. As we know, you can't click on a streaming ad, a connected TV ad, but through connected devices, we're able to show brand impact of how many people actually went to your website after they were influenced by one of these ads. But depending on your marketing goals, we have several different CTV options. We have a partnership with Amazon, pulling on all of their audience data. We have a partnership with ESPN, Hulu, Roku. So there's several different options, even within the connected TV space, that you can capitalize on.
Well, thanks for sharing a little bit more specifically about that. And talk to me about when your customers, your potential customers are coming to you, what is their biggest pain point? What's their biggest issue that they're trying to solve? Because you really do specialize in quite a few elements that are very specific.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that makes us different is we always strive to be the best, not the biggest. So we really try to take each customer's goals and each customer's budget and really maximize that. We call ourselves like the digital stockbroker. So you come to us with an advertising budget. And as you know, there are so many channels out there. The channels are endless, sometimes even paralyzing for someone who isn't well versed in the digital space. So we really try to cut through that noise and say, okay, if here's your budget and here's your goals, this is where we think you're going to make the most impact.
And talk to me a little bit about, there's one constant in digital marketing is that it is always changing. And a lot of the big changes that are coming is going to be limited access to data on our customers. Talk to me about what you all are looking at in the next couple years that you have your eye on and are making sure that you are acting proactively and not reactively to this change.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know one of the big challenges a few years ago was when Facebook, now Meta, pulled out all of their third party targeting options. And, everyone was really scared about that. As we move into a cookieless environment, we've adapted then. We're going to be able to adapt now because we stay on the forefront of that technology. So I think as someone who is interested in marketing, any of those businesses out there who are listening to this, I think you guys really need to think about condensing your providers. the less providers you have, if you have one company doing your social, your Google, Bing, Yahoo, YouTube, we're able to share those first party audiences and those remarketing audiences across those channels versus having a different provider for each single product and channel. You're not going to be able to get that fluidity like you used to. So that would be my one piece of advice is as we move into a cookieless environment, make sure you're capitalizing on your existing customer data and then really think about condensing those vendors or those marketing partners down so that way the same partner has access to all of that current data.
That is great information. Now, if you and I were at a networking event and I cornered you, because you and I have great chemistry, so I know we'd hit it off at a networking event, we'd be chatting it up, and I find out what you do and how brilliant you are. And I say, oh, Holly, give me your best tip for me to be able to build my business that I can put into action tomorrow. What would that be?
Definitely establishing your brand. I see so many businesses out there and they're not really sure what makes them different from their competitors, right? So a lot of times we're working with automotive groups or medical providers. And if you're selling the same product at the end of the day, what makes you different? Is it that lifetime warranty? Is it that customer service, that white glove experience? Is it the perks before and after purchase? So it's always worth your interest to really invest in your brand, cut through the noise of what makes you different versus everyone else, especially if your product offering is the same. And then think long term. I have a lot of clients, even to this day, who are so focused on leads, leads, leads. But you really have to look at the overall marketing funnel. What you do 3 months from now is really going to determine the end result at the end of those 3 months. So definitely thinking more longer term, not today, today is going to help you build a brand that's relevant, but also create that lifetime marketing funnel that has the awareness, the engagement, the remarketing, and then the customer loyalty piece that are necessary.
Yeah, leads are great, but if they don't convert and you don't cultivate them, they're just leads.
Right. And today's leads are great, but if you're not focusing on tomorrow's leads and the next day and the next day, you're going to be in trouble.
No, Holly, that is all great advice. And thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions. It's been wonderful to meet you and bundle up over there. I love your big sweater. It looks so warm.
Thank you so much for having me, Charlene. And thank you guys for listening in.
All right, it's our pleasure. Now, folks, if you'd like to learn more information about what they do here at Click Here Digital, and you should, they really got some great specific services that they're offering on their site. It's definitely worthwhile jumping on there and maybe giving them a call. You can check them out by going to dailyadbrief.com. Well, I'm your host, Charlene Shirk. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.